Hello to all my lively ladies. You're very welcome to today's full body slimming strength exercises. Right, let's begin by warming up, crisscrossing those arms. And I'm just passing my leg just a little bit behind me there, each leg. Let's bring that heart rate up. Get a little bit of sweat flowing before we begin our nice strength training moves today. Cross and across. So we're crossing the legs and crossing the arms, so Xing the body. Let's do 10 more. Good. And 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, knee up and reach up to the ceiling. That's it. Good. So a little change in format today. It looks like this. We're going to do 5 exercises in set 1 and repeat them twice. And then we're going to do that again in set 2. So that'll make that part of the workout 20 minutes. And then we're going to head into set 3, which is more of a conditioning set. 4 exercises there, repeated once. So today's workout will be 24 minutes. Reach high, have a selection of weights. I'm sure, just like me, you'll need to go up or down, depending on the exercise that we are doing. We've got some floor work coming today. I have the mat out in front here, as you can see. Just a little bit of abdominal work down on the floor. Lift, lift high, good work. 4, 3, come on, stretch up to the ceiling. And last one, let's step it back. Keep that heel up, push back. So a nice move here for, again, nice cardio move. So we'll get the heart rate up, but also to stretch out the front of the shoulders, the upper chest, nice dynamic move, and get some calf work going as well. All the time we're bringing that heart rate up. Push right back. Now pretend you're pushing something heavy back behind you there, so you can feel the contraction in those muscles. Back and back. Now I'm bringing back obliques roll back today. Okay, great one. Great abdominal exercise. If you can't come to the floor, there's two quite similar. A V-sit as well on the floor to work the abs. What you can do is just come up higher, up onto a step, or even a chair will help you out. That's it, good. And back, good. 4, and 3, 2, and last one. Okay, now we're going to step out into a side lunge. Give yourself some room here. Start off into a little side step if you need to, and then make the move bigger as we go through time. Reaching down towards the floor will increase that range of movement for your inner thighs. You'll feel that instantly. And down. Have our Cossack lunge, or Cossack squat as some people call it, coming today. So we'll get the inner thighs ready for that one. Reach down, good. Reach down. See if you can get a little lower to the floor as time goes by. And down we go. Now we're getting to the floor. That's good. That shows you how responsive the muscles can be. And down. Good. Let's do 2 more. Line up those feet. And last one. Now put the 2 feet together. We'll do a little pendulum exercise. We'll keep going with that. We actually do have pendulum coming today. Now I'm going to do a pendulum strict shoulder press. In a lot of our cardio moves, we actually include the shoulders along with the legs. But today it'll be legs first, resting the dumbbells up on the shoulders, 2 legs, and then strict shoulder press, okay? Let's add in that shoulder press, but we won't make it strict just yet. We'll just add it in to increase that heart rate, get some mobility work for our shoulders. We've got our figure 8. I'm going to do it with a kettlebell. If you haven't got one, it does work with a dumbbell, so have your dumbbell handy. But if you do, just in case you have a kettlebell, you can use it for that particular move today. Let's do 2 more. Well done, excellent job. Now a few little back lunges here. If you can't go into a back lunge, just do a little step back and try and bend the knee, and you can always hold a chair out in front to help with the balance. If you can get all the way to the floor, you work away with that. Keep the chest upright here. It's very important you don't let the chest fall forward. Okay, nice straight spine. That's it, good work. You don't have to get your knee all the way to the floor. And if you can, don't bump it off the floor. Lovely hip flexor work here and into the quadricep, also the glutes, because as you come up straight like this, that's called hip extension. That's why squats and lunges are so good for shaping and toning those butt cheeks and those legs. Let's do 2 more. Whew, brings the heart rate up. Big, big leg moves. Whew, well done. Okay, let's go up and down. Stretch up and down onto those heels. A few calf raises. Good. And down. Our time sequence today is 15:45, just to allow us to get up and down off the floor, change weights, have a little moment to ourselves. You can increase that rest time if you want to. You can always do 20-second rest, 40-second work interval, that's fine. Stretch up high. Now we're starting off with the pendulum, but it's a strict shoulder press. Just do a few more calf raises. So what we do there is weights up on the shoulders, 2 pendulum, rest the feet, strict shoulder press, okay? Right, let's begin. Enjoy yourselves. Looking forward to today's strength. Get your weights ready. Okay. Right, this will give you nice strong shoulders, this first move, while we work on the lower half. Abdominals are engaged. Okay, let's go. 2 legs. Strict shoulder. Don't lean back now as the weights go above your head. Just watch your back here. Use your abdominals there to help you out. Stretch up nice and high. Good. Reach high. Breathe out. Lifting that weight above your head really needs that breath out. Breathe in on the return. Last one, I think, here. Great, our figure 8s are coming next. Now, like I say, you can use a dumbbell with that. No, we'll just use my kettlebell if you have one. Why not? We'll use it here. And we're just dipping the hips, passing the bell through both legs. Just drawing that 8, that shape. Number 8. Good work. And again, try your best to keep your chest upright. It's really the dip of the hips that gets the body down low. Toes are pointing out. Again, another great hip extension exercise as you come up and you squeeze your butt cheeks, which hopefully you are. You're getting a nice extension there in the hips, which keeps them very strong and very healthy. Now, next exercise, 1 dumbbell, 2 dumbbells, whatever you like here. We're doing 2 bent legs, side leg lifts, standing tall, and then straight legs. All right, let's start with the bent. Stand tall, and then side leg lifts with straight legs. Just keep continuing it, 2 and 2. Up tall. Whew, great hip work again. This first set is really hitting the hips. And out. For 2. Great, out. For 2, you're feeling them, they're burning. Stand tall, good, keep going. Stay with me now with this one. Just do the straight leg ones if you're really struggling with the bent. Well done. Okay, that was good. Now dumbbell snatch. An old favorite here. Start on the right side, then we'll do the left. Hips down, reach up, return down. Now you don't have to go all the way to the floor, just stay on one side. You can alternate if you want. I'm just going to stay on one side. You can go left and right if you want to. You also don't have to go all the way to the floor. You can stop here, let the weight hover above the ground. If you find that's a little easier for you, it is a more modified dumbbell snatch. Long arm up to the ceiling. If you want to get a little bit more range of movement into those hips, see if you can go all the way to the floor, but only if your back can stay straight. If you're going down and rounding the shoulders, looking at the floor, just do that more modified version. That's it, good work. If you're doing one side only, make sure you know what side you're on, because you have to switch for round 2. Okay, now we're into our Cossack. I'm going to double up with this one. We're doing 3 with a little row. Get into that large stance there. 2, 3, and then we're going to do a row. And then repeat it the other side. Okay. 2, 3, row, and repeat. 2, 3, and row. You can lift your toe if you want a little bit more range of movement. Don't fall forward though. And row. 2. Ooh, such a difference when you lift the toe. Good. 2, 3. This is a super challenging exercise. I'm sure you'll agree with me. 2, 3. Row. Last one. 2, 3, and row. Okay, we reached 5 minutes. Now it's back to the start. Pendulum, strict shoulder press. Resting out here. Okay. Rest the weights on your shoulders. It's a challenging one today, I'm feeling it. 2. Reach over your head, good work. 2, and shoulder press there, good. Use that breath out, especially as the weights, they should start to get heavy as you get closer to the end of your time. If not, maybe you could go up a pound or maybe 2 pounds, increase the weight. They should start to feel quite difficult the last few reps. All right, figure 8. Now, right, this is the start of a few hip exercises in a row. No harm though. All right, pull that belly button in towards your spine. Feel that tension around your center. That's it. Keep the chest up here. Use the free hand there for a little bit of balance work. That's it. Good. Look forward now. Watch me here. That's it. We don't see the floor. That's good work. Keep going. Come on. Nice straight back. Stand tall again. Great. You feel those glutes working as you stand up, and you feel those legs as well. Ooh, what a burn. That bent leg is coming next. If you found that really difficult round 1, you can always just do the straight leg. Okay. Right. Ooh, out of breath. These big leg moves get you going. I'm going to try 2 this time. I'm really going to challenge myself. Now up tall. And again, sit down, bend, bend, stand up, straight, straight. Out to the side, good. That's good. Feeling those legs getting stronger. With all of these workouts that we do here on Lively Ladies. Excellent, well done. Okay, now we have our dumbbell snatch, left hand side. You might notice one side's not as strong as the other. I do definitely feel that on my left side here. Best thing to do there is just do an extra few reps for that particular side. That's it, good. Now remember, you don't have to go all the way to the floor. Just hover above the floor. Reach up high. And reach. Look up, whatever version you're doing. Make sure your back stays straight. Long arm by that earlobe. Control that weight, don't let it go too far behind you. That's it, good. Last one. Well done. That was great. Now our last exercise in this set is that Cossack with a back row. Okay. Double up again. Let's get into that wide stance. You can lift the toe here. If you want to start off, I'm sorry, we do these first. 1, 2, 3, and row. 2, 3. I was going to say if you want to start off with the feet flat on the floor, but I went ahead and lifted the toes. Feel a bit more mobile. Second round. 2, 3. You can leave out the row if you want. If you're not new to Cossack and it's taking you a little while to get used to it, that's fine, leave it out. We've got some rows coming up, set 2. Some back rows, we'll hit the back, don't worry. And row. 2, 3, and row. Okay, make your way out of that. And we have an RDL. And back row now to start off our second set. As you know, we're hinging at the hips. Row back, stand tall. Make sure the glutes are leading, like someone's pulling your butt cheeks with a string behind you there. Row and stand tall. You can experiment with your stance here, with your feet. Look forward, back row, stand tall. Good, hopefully you're feeling this in the back of your legs, your hamstrings, back of your thighs, your back muscles, and hopefully not your lower back muscles. You should be feeling your posture muscles working. Well done. Okay, now next one's a tough exercise. You might have to drop down. We're doing a back fly. I'll go this way. And then into front raises. Now I think it's the front raises you'll struggle with here more than the back fly, the first part. If you want, you can stick to just the back fly with your heavier weights or drop to lighter weights. So you can get both portions in, both back fly and front raise. Lift high, come on. This is going to be a tough one. Lift. Squeeze those shoulder blades together on that back fly. Come on, getting those shoulders to work there, all on their own in that front raise. Your front deltoids, your anterior deltoids. Okay, now we're heading to the floor for the V-sit. Any of these exercises for the abdominals, the next 3 in fact, will always be easier up on a height. So whatever you have around your house. Okay, now you can leave the feet on the floor, engage the abdominals before you go back into your V, and then just rotate. And you should feel the abdominals and the obliques working hard. Now you can make this harder. Lift your feet, don't cross your legs. Make sure you can feel the abdominals engaged, tension around your middle. That's it, good. This is, excuse me, a little bit more of an advanced version. You feel that twisting action going on? See if you can get one hand down to the floor, touch the floor. Well done. Now feet flat on the floor, into obliques, roll back. Palms are flat facing down. Sit back and look at your thumb. Come back to the starting position and repeat the other side. Now make sure your abdominals again are engaged. You should feel that tension, that tightness around your center. That's your transversus abdominis. Hold that in, good work. We're breathing in to begin. Breathing out to go back. Breathing in to return. Now heading into a plank exercise next. Okay, now, again, that exercise we've just done works very well up on a step, and so does the following one. So anything you can raise yourself up to, or you can do it on the floor if you feel you're able for it. This is our reptile. So we're bringing the knee to the outside of the elbow. Now an easier version would just be your regular knee tuck, okay? If you find this is too challenging for you, nice and slow. Up on a chair, makes it easier. Keep going with what you're doing there. If you come up on a chair, it works very well. It's just that little bit easier. You can even make it easier than this by going to a wall or closed door and just bringing your knee to the outside of that elbow, or just do a knee tuck. Kitchen counter, Ottoman, whatever you can think of for any of these type of moves. Now we're back to our Romanian deadlift, or RDL for short. Back row, right, ready to hinge at the hips. Pretend there's a string here stuck to your butt cheeks. Someone's pulling the string. Row, stand tall, that's it. Good, and that's standing tall again. There's more hip extension. That's great. And row, and stand tall. Bring those shoulder blades together there as you row those weights back. Good work. And up. Well done, keep going. Let's get one more. Come on, we can do this. And stand tall, great. Okay, now we're into that back fly move. Ooh. The moves come around pretty quickly because there's just 5 in a set. You'll probably notice that yourself. All right, remember you can always go lower. This is a hard one now. Back fly. Front raise. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Work your posture muscles there. And then we're into the front of the shoulder. Now I do like to combine exercises, this one just being a good example, just to save time. But I know some people would just prefer to separate out the exercises and change down weight. But just for me to save time. But if you have time at the end, you can separate these out. Do the back fly on its own, front raise on its own at the end of the workout. There's plenty of options when you're working out. You're never ever stuck with just a cookie cutter workout. Not here anyway. I always try and give you options. Are you ready for that? V-sit move. Okay. Right, so we're working those abdominals. Feet down if you found, feet up. Abdominals engaged now, always remember that. Oh yeah, we're twisting here. So the first exercise, second exercise, they're kind of similar. We're targeting the same muscle groups. But if you bring the legs up, this one is quite advanced. Now, hopefully you're not feeling your lower back either with the legs up or down. But if you are, best to keep the legs down, reset your abdominals, try again. You might have just lost that little connection with your transversus, your deepest abdominal layer. Ooh, this is a burn, even on the legs. Okay, well done. Now let's get ready for obliques. Roll back. Sitting up, abdominals are engaged. Palms flat down to the floor. Chin is away from chest. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale to return. Exhale to repeat the other side. Well done, that was excellent work. Okay, let's head into that reptile. And again, if you're quite advanced, you can always do reptile down on the floor on the mat, or you can make your way up to a height here. Higher you go, more modified it will be. And this is going to end set 2. This exercise here, we're heading into our conditioning set. That's it, good work, come on. If you look your head around here, watch your knee. You'll feel a much better exercise as well. Take your time, line up the 2 feet. Make sure your hips don't dip or raise up to the ceiling. Keep a nice strong plank for me. A few more seconds, come on, I know this is tough. Well done. Okay, ooh, shake out those wrists. Now we're heading into, I really should have supported my wrists there. Forgot all about that little mat. We worked through it. All right, side step. So we're going out to the side, that's continuous. Punch across the body for 2, then push away for 2. Punch across, push away. Oh, my arms are fatigued. Here we go, we got it now. Life has come back into them. 2, push, away. I've gone down, I've dropped down my weights here. Of course, I meant to say to you, if you needed a little rest between the strength and the conditioning, you can pause the video. It's still not too late if you want to pause the video. Take a moment to yourself, have a drink of water, come back in when you're ready. Oops, I'm forgetting my punches. Oh, my arms are fatigued. I could have done with a minute to myself there. All right, now this is a nice one. We have narrow, hammer, step back for 2. Okay, let's get ready for that one. Heart rate's high. Hammer, step back for 2. Hammer, back for 2. So you're cleaning the weights up or doing a hammer curl. And you can even run the 2 together if you want to make it faster. You don't have to separate them out. If you have that energy, or your energy has come back. And down. Let's do one more. Well done. Okay, I'm going to go up a little heavier now. I've got some dumbbell swings coming next. Outside of the legs. So we're sending the hips back, coming up into an upright plank. Okay, keep the back straight. Hips are leading. Send those butt cheeks back. Extend those hips forward. My goodness, hip extension's definitely been the theme of this workout today. That's it, good work, come on. Breathe out as you come up into that upright plank. Come on, you can do it. We're very close to the end of today's workout. One move left. Well done. Excellent. Now we've got a little heel tap. Won't go so heavy with that one. Try not to bump the dumbbells off your heel. Heel tap, sit, heel tap, sit, okay? Let's go. Heel tap, sit, heel tap, sit. Good. A nice bouncy, energetic move to finish out this one today. You can take it nice and slowly, or you can speed it up. And if you enjoyed today's strength and conditioning workout, you can leave me a comment in the comment box below the video, and also pressing that like button underneath the video. It's great help, great feedback for me, and great support for the channel. And a big thank you to everybody who does that. And down, down. Well done. Big dumbbell clap coming your way. Well done. Excellent job with that one. Okay. Heart rate's up with those few conditioning exercises. Oh, I struggled on the first one. I don't know about you, but I did. I think a little rest, a little pause of the video there if you need that would have been a good idea between those two. I think that plank really does work your whole body. That last exercise with set 2 really worked the whole body, and I was really feeling it when I had to pick up some weights again. Okay. Right, let's stretch our bodies out. Now, let's head down and we'll do our little hinge of the hips again. Walk your hands out. That's it, good. Pass that knee under. Again, always remember, this is our pigeon pose. A modified version would just be up on something higher. And for me, if you're very, very a beginner or just struggling with the exercise or the stretch, you can go up to a bed. The bed works really well. Just rest your hands on the surface of the top of your bed, mattress. Now, let's hold it here. Wiggle around, get those gnarly little bits out of it. I always find they've got little tight bits there, around the outer leg, outer upper leg. Now if you want to go a little further with the stretch, you can walk your hands out and start stretching into the latissimus dorsi, the shoulders. It makes the stretch in around the hip that little bit more intense. You may feel that tension building up. Breathe in and breathe out. Walk your fingertips away a little bit more if you can. Okay, let's walk those hands in. Go up into your plank again and just switch legs. Okay, hold it here for a minute. Just feel that stretch. Don't feel as tight on this side. That's very normal if you feel one side's tighter than the other. Don't worry about that. It's quite normal to have imbalances in the body. Walk those fingertips, those hands away. Oh, it's a lovely, lovely stretch for the shoulders. Feels really good. Breathing in and breathing out. Walk your hands away a little bit more before we come out of the stretch altogether. Well done. Walk those hands in. And then just sit back into that child pose. Again, further stretching for those shoulders and latissimus dorsi. A little bit less intense on the legs. This feels really nice. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's head up into our bird dog. Reach one hand up, other leg away. That's it. Hold that there for a moment or two. Let's switch hands. I always like to start with the leg going out first and the arm. Find that balance. Great, working on those little stabilizers in our back muscles. Strengthen your shoulders. You're asking your shoulder to hold its position and your leg. Suspended in space. Let's try that again, the other side. And switch around. Let's sit back into child pose. Great stretch here for the upper body as well. Hitting that is good, very important. We don't forget to do some stretches for our upper half. Good. I'm just going to rotate the mat. Now, you can sit down, just do another stretch here for the upper half. This can be quite intense on the shoulders, so just be careful with it. It's a tabletop position. Come up, and the higher you come, the more intense it gets on the shoulders. So just be careful, just monitor how you're feeling there. Higher, come up higher, you get even more of a stretch. And if you're finding it too hard, you just come out of it. Sit back, do a nice little stretch up to the ceiling, and then you can just repeat it a few times. Let's stretch out our hamstrings. Stretch that leg up to the ceiling. Don't worry if your leg's not completely straight. Drop your chin down towards your chest, otherwise you'll develop that neck tension, just like you do with your abdominal exercises lying on the floor. You should feel that little pull coming in, a little bit of tension in the back of your leg. Let's do the other side. I'm going to say a big thank you for joining me today. You did a wonderful workout. I would advise you just to repeat these hamstring stretches a couple of times. But for now, I'm going to say a big thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a lovely day.